All right, Kenman here, and we are on die project number 40.
40? Wait, what happened to 39 and 38?
Hey, you keep down. We're going to give you a touch-up anyway.
Me? I look fine. I don't need...
Nope, you're getting it done. Yep. Yep, Kubey. What is this thing called? Merced is getting a facelift. We're going to do it up today. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. All right, dinner is served. The Kubey Merced is on the plate. Let's dig in. If you haven't seen any of the videos for my die projects before, you can check it out right there. Basically, we take a knife, we're going to take this thing apart, we're going to get it all ready for its custom work. And first thing we got to do is loosen some stuff up. Looks like the pivot is a captive pivot, which means this side will not spin. And we only have this side that we need to loosen, which is nice. That means you don't need two tools. That's right. Looks like the body screws are also a T8, which is nice. I'm going to guess that the ones in here, yep, the pocket clip is T6. That's fairly common in the pocket knife world. I'm kind of loosening everything even. If you loosen one side fast and the other side slow, sometimes the center barrel or spacer can get stuck on one side and give you a little bit of trouble. So if you kind of loosen it evenly, you generally can get it apart without an issue. Let me get these extras out of the way. So yeah, did anybody have a chance to catch my 4K celebration live? I hit 4,000 subs, been having a great time on the channel, making some videos and interacting with everyone, and I wanted to give back, gave away a few knives and had a good time. Actually struggled a little bit with my audio at first, but it ended up working out. We had a really good time. But I'm going to be doing on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time is when I do my lives now. I'll be doing a live every week on Thursday. So if you're interested in checking that out, tune in next Thursday. Like I said, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. We have almost got this thing complete in seconds. This knife was very simple. It's got these nice liners that are basically not recessed in. They just have a little spot cut out for where the lock goes. When I take a knife apart, I like to pay attention to things like this. See the bearings on there? So this bearing has the open side, focused, up, and this one has the closed side up, meaning that both of them had that open side facing towards the blade. In some cases, it might not matter, but I always try to pay attention when I take it apart, and then just especially the bearings, because that's where there's action happening. So I like to put those back together the same way. Obviously that I took it apart just in case that action is going to have some effect because I put it in upside down and it doesn't rub the same. Anyway, so the scales are off. This was a really simple teardown, this Kubey Merced. I really like it. It's a cool knife. It's got this kind of, I feel it has like a kind of a racing stripe kind of a feel, like a sports car. And the long, slender blade shape. It's got a cool kind of a look. But yeah, what color should we do with this? Now, if you have watched before, you know that we are going to be limited by the color that's already here. We already have this brown kind of tan. And what happens when you add dye is the dye is going to remain, or the color that's already here is always going to be here. It doesn't go away. So when we add the dye, it's going to mix with that color and then combine into a new color. So if we were to add like yellow to this, it's going to end up being a kind of a light mustardy brown. But we could probably add some red and end up with a dark, like burgundy, maroon kind of red wine kind of a color, which I think might be really cool for this particular knife with that sports car kind of a look. We could also do a blue or a green or even a purple, and all of those are going to have some type of an effect. I did recently start doing some weathering. Maybe I should have had myself more prepared. There it is. This is a Kaiser Lieb, and it did the die for this. If you want to check it out, right there. But what this was is this was a soft micarta, like it was like this color right here. All right, so this is one that we're going to do soon as well. But it was this color, and I added some yellow and some green and some blue, and it ended up here. And then took some sandpaper to it and roughed up some of those edges, kind of revealing like a lighter, kind of a weathered, worn kind of a look, which I'm very happy I did. This Lieb has got really nice action. It's got that old kind of weathered, rustic kind of look, but it's still brand new and feels new, and it just works really good. I want to do some more weathering. I don't know if I will do that to this one. Comment below what you think, and I will definitely take it into consideration whenever someone has ideas. Often someone might say, oh, it might look good like this. With this one, with this color, if we were to do this like dark blue and then sand it, you would get a contrast of like the dark blue and then this kind of brown kind of color. So if I were to do a weathered kind of a look, that might be interesting, because I could do some blues or greens or purples and then sand it and then get this coming through. This little stripe inside of here would stay whatever color we dyed, and then these edges up around it would be lighter and kind of lighten up. I would love some advice on it. Like I said, right now I almost feel like red would be my color of choice, and it would give us a nice dark red. I don't have like, it's kind of like up in this area here with a darker, this was a fade. Can't really do a fade with, we could, but it wouldn't show up as much. You really kind of want to use a lighter knife to start off with, like a jade, like with here. Much easier to do, get a multicolor fade going. This, because this brown is so dull, it's going to kind of really affect what we do. So a solid color with either just a nice shade to it or a solid darker color over the top of this, and then we could do some sanding and do some weathering. Please comment below, let me know. Also, while you're down there, if you like this kind of content and you enjoy the dye videos, go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate it. I have several more of these on deck, and so I have a lot of different ideas and some things. I have some more of those fade dyes that I want to do. Here was another one that I did recently. But yeah, I've been having some fun with the dye project for sure. I mean, we're on number 40. I know we got 39, 38, and I just took my Knife Puppet Theater talking knife apart. So we got to get going on this, because we have this one's 40. We got 39 and 38. They're all floating out there in the world, not to mention 15. A little bit of chaos is always fun, but yeah, you should check out that 15. Tell me what I can do with it. Get me caught up. It's right here. If you like what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to see more. Helps me out. I really appreciate it. Stay sharp. See you soon.